Hi there. In last lecture, we have talked about the type of keyword, how you can use it. In this one, we'll continue with infer keyword. Okay, so let's start in our playground.ts with removal of these persons. We don't need them for now. Okay. And also kinda logger, I will remove it. I'll keep here only logger. What I would like to do here, I would like to create a type. Will be specific type that will get me a return type of the function. How can I do it? Okay, first let me write it. I'll write here a new type, and this will be called, let's say, a return type, which will accept any generic parameters. Let's say I will say here return type will be type T. Okay, now we explain the type T, and if the type T extends function that returns string, then return string. Otherwise, return me here, I don't know, let's say any or number, whatever. Let's say number. Okay, so now I'll write here, let's say let, or a const, and let's say a logger. We'll call this variable logger return. And I will use here this, I will define the type of this will be a return type. And the type T, what I will provide here, will be type of the logger. So type T, which will be replacing, will be function that is return a string. But here I'm extending an empty function, not taking no parameters. So I will remove these parameters here. Okay, it's not important right now. So I'll say here logger return will be return type of a type of logger. Okay, type of logger. And I will assign here number 2. Immediately I'm getting here error because let's say logger return is declared, but okay, this one here, type number is not assignable to type string. This means the type of the logger return is type of the string, but I'm trying to assign here number. Why it's happening? Let's break it down. Type of the logger is a function, takes 0 parameters, and returns a string. That's how you are getting this type, by writing type of the logger. Okay, it's a function, empty parameters, returns a string. So this will get here as a type T. This function extends the function that returns the strings. Yes, is extending it, so I'm returning a string. This means the logger return should have been type of the string. So logger return is type of a string. Okay, so now I need to assign here some string, whatever. Okay, so hi there. If I would say here, I will change the signature of the logger. I would say here, a logger is a function that takes like maybe one parameter of a name of type string. Then the logger return will be type number. Okay, now I have to assign here number. Because again, return type of the logger is a function, takes the parameter, one parameter of a string, and returns a string. This will get as a T here. So it is a function that takes the parameter and returns a string. No, it's not extending it because we are extending here. We are trying to extend only empty function, but we are providing the function that takes parameters. Here we are checking if we are extending function that takes no parameters. This means it's a false. This means we are assigning the number to return type, and return type is here number, logger return number. Okay, but currently I'm working only with specific logger function. I would like to get here a type of any function, not only of this specific function that extends a function that returns a string, but any function I will pass here as a T, I would like to get its return type. How can I do it? Instead of writing here a string, we can get here another type parameter. Okay, let's say the return type, we'll call it R. R return parameter. Immediately I'm getting here error because R tries to be found here in the square brackets where I'm defining the type parameters. I didn't tell you, but I can have multiple ones. Okay, it's trying to be found there, but it's not there. So I'll write here infer, and this will create a new type parameter in the place of the return of the function we are getting here. And then simply I will return this R here. Now, when I will checking here, if the T extends the function that's infer R, I will get here the return of the function by default. So what does it mean? When I will go to logger return, I'm still getting here number because let me see here. return type of the type logger. Okay, because this not extending is okay. I need to provide here. It's like 0 parameters, and you will see now I'm getting here back string. Okay. All right, like this. And now when I will define here any return type here, this will be provided here. Not only strings, but I can define here. Okay, and for my logger I'm returning, let's say, true. Now you can see logger return will be true. We will be Boolean type. When I will say here, it's an object that takes the name of the, it doesn't matter, name of the Philip. Then I'm expecting to receive here object of name, which is type string. Okay, so how does it work now? Okay, let's provide here now true. So now the return type, I'm providing type of the logger, which is type of the logger is the empty function with the 0 parameters that returns Boolean. Okay, so this is here as a t, empty function that returns Boolean. Empty function that returns the Boolean now extends the empty function that returns, and the Boolean is replaced by this r, by this type parameter r. Okay, and of course the empty function that returns a Boolean extending empty function that returns a Boolean. So of course we'll get here into this this block here, and I'm returning the return function of this Boolean. So that's return the Boolean, and this means I will never get here in the second case, in this number case now. Okay. Actually, I can get this in the second case. Yeah, my mistake. I can get it in the second case if I will specify here, for example, logger is accepting some parameters. Okay. For example, I'm expecting here one parameter of type string. This means I will be not extending it, and this will go with the number. So logger return will be number here. Okay, but when I will met this condition that it's an empty function that returns some value, I will be committing this condition, and the return value of this function will be inferred. It will be replaced by this r type parameter. I can call it as I want, e, for example, and I return e here. I can call it return, and here return, all right, as I want. But I call it r, like this. Okay, I know this is super confusing. This, you need to wrap your head around this because this can be a little bit harder to understand. So I look at this multiple times. If questions, you can ask. But remember, always replace the types with the generic type. So I'm saying here type of the logger. When you will hover over, you will see it's a function that returns Boolean. That's get here the t and the t. So it's an empty function that returns a Boolean, extending the function that returns Boolean because the Boolean is replaced by the r. And if it's true, I am simply returning this r, which is a Boolean. If I would change here parameters, for example, of this definition wouldn't match, okay, for example, in this case, it's just in the parameters, then I would get here with a number because I would no longer extend the function if I am providing empty function type, but here I'm specifying that I should extend the function with some parameters, then I will go with a number, that number here. Okay, and of course, you can adjust it to your needs. So example, you maybe by the default, you want to return any type, okay, all right, or unknown type, up to you, but whatever you need. Okay, guys, that's basically inferring. So whenever you provide the type variable in the place of the sum of your function, you want to infer something, you need to use the infer keyword. And we'll be also talking about the infer a little bit later again, so you will get it into your head. Again, questions, ask, and let's continue with the next one. Cheers, guys.